everyone, and welcome to another virtual 4-H newsletter. I am Andrea Ripley. I'm the 4-H Program Educator for Trempealeau and Jackson County, and I'm so happy to have you guys with me here again today. Everything that I'm talking about is already in our February newsletter, which I sent out last week or prior, so feel free to look in there, but I always like to just give you guys a couple highlights in case you're just curious what you want to look through or get a better idea of what you want to look for in the newsletter. So starting off right away with our parents and leaders meetings. So both counties have a parents and leaders board, and kind of what those boards do is they oversee a little bit of the program. They take some of the planning responsibilities along with some of the financial responsibilities of what our programming is in the county. And a lot of times that's where we get a lot of our volunteers from for like planning the food stands or planning programming like Clover College. A lot of our fair stuff. That's where our base comes from. One thing that we're struggling with in both counties is we need more people to attend meetings. Both of our boards have open positions, so if you're really looking to say, you know what, I want to see something like this more in the county and I'm ready to do it, I would love to have you join us at our meetings. Both of them are on Monday nights. Jackson County's is every third Monday at 6 p.m. at the Extension office, and there's always a link available in the newsletter and along with on the website to join virtually if you're unable to join in person. And Trempealeau County's is on the fourth Monday of the month at 6 p.m. We might be moving it to 6:30, but we'll keep it at 6 p.m. Once again, there's a link to join. We're holding a lot of the meetings this winter up until March virtually, just because, well, winter's kind of gross. We don't always like to go out and drive in the winter, so those will be virtual. But like I said, you got something you want to see? Come to our meetings. We would love to have you. It's really where a lot of the things get done. And I get, once in a while, I do get people emailing me saying, hey, Andrea, I would really love to see this happen in the county. This is something that I would love to see, or this is something I saw in my previous county when I was a 4-H'er. I would love to have you guys come and join. I would also love to have you bring those ideas to our leaders meetings. There's only so much I can do with being a part-time educator in both counties, and so I really heavily rely on volunteers and their ability to help the program. So once again, join us at our parents and leaders meetings. If you need more information for that, of course, look in the newsletter. The next thing, we're talking about scholarships. So the Wisconsin 4-H Foundation has their annual scholarship application available. The applications are due March 15th, 2020. And those you can email them in an email format to the foundation. They give out about $15,000 worth of scholarships each year to 4-H'ers and alumni who are pursuing higher education in 2022. If you're interested in more of the stipulations of what the scholarship might entail, or also like who's had gotten them in the past, feel free to look in the newsletter, but also they are available on the State 4-H website under 4-H Foundation. We have some clinics coming up. So actually, Trempealeau County is going to have a dairy fitting and showing clinic. It is put on by the Trempealeau County Holstein Breeders Association along with the Dairy Committee, and it will be on April 23rd. Oh my goodness, numbers are not my friend today. It will be on April 23rd at Petrix Park in Arcadia, and you can bring a calf. So that is something it's one of the bigger parts of it, is you'll be able to bring a calf and you'll be able to learn how to fit your animal for the fair. It's going to be at least a 6-hour program. It only costs $10 per youth, and a lunch will be provided. But you need to make sure that you register by February 5th for the event. You'll contact Tricia Brown for that, and she has her contact information in the newsletter. Next, YQCA. It feels a little weird having it be like the coldest month of the year and then talking about the warmest month of the year. But YQCA, which is for summer and for our fairs, I've already got it opened up for our in-person trainings. There will be 2 this year. And I know normally they don't happen, but I've gotten a lot of requests from parents of younger members who are like really struggling on the virtual part, but also parents who their child might need an accommodation and in-person learning is preferred over virtual. So I'm offering two, one for March 25th at Riverland Energy in Arcadia, or March 26th, sorry, and then April 2nd at the Jackson County Extension Building. I would prefer it if you pre-register, mainly because I know the Jackson County one doesn't have anyone attending so far, and if coming up to the event, if no one is registered, then I probably won't have it. But if you are planning on attending, please register so I know that people are planning to go. It's pretty much what's taught online but in person, and so it'll be done in an hour. It is required, YQCA is required by both fairs. In Trempealeau County, if you're going to sell an animal, so a market steer, a market hog, or a market goat, or I believe chickens, I have the whole list in the newsletter. But if you're selling anything in Trempealeau County, you have to take YQCA in order to sell your animal. In Jackson County, essentially, if you're bringing any sort of animal to the fair, you have to take YQCA. So this is for, I believe, goes all the way down to cats and pets, and all the way up to any market animal. So those are required for both counties, and the due date for Trempealeau County is July 1st. That has to be into the extension office. We need the certificate, not an email saying you completed it. We need the actual certificate. So you'll have to go into your YQCA profile and print out the certificate. We will not accept any emails saying you've completed YQCA. That's not what we need. And then Jackson County is July 15th. Those can go to Julie. She's already collecting some, and good job on some of you. I think we've got a handful of people who have already completed their YQCA online, which is awesome because that's one less thing you have to worry about this summer when everything gets busy. So I've been saying this for the past couple months just to get you guys ready and keep it on your radar in case you have a little extra time now as opposed to June or May. All right, and then lastly, I have my club meeting calendar opened up. I love doing club meetings in the winter, preferably because it's a little colder. Sometimes club leaders aren't quite sure what they want to do or if they're going to have something big at their club meeting. So I don't mind coming. I can bring some activities or some prizes that are 4-H related. It's fun to come and visit and see club members and get to know some people. It's good for everybody. So I've done one club meeting so far. Thank you, Osseo Wild Mustangs, for having me. And I would love to see if I can get 4 more in this weekend. So if this winter. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, or you're like, oh yeah, I've got the time, Andrea, email me. Let me know what time and give me a little bit. Like sometimes a couple days can work, but if it's something like on the weekend or anything, I'll need at least a week's notice just so that I can put it on my calendar. So yeah, let me know. I'm super excited to see you guys at some of your meetings, and yeah, that's all I've got this month for the virtual newsletter. Thank you for having me.